Hello students, good morning to all of you. In last video, we studied classification of polymers on the basis of different monomers and biodegradability. So here we finished classification of polymers in detail. After that, we just started to learn the important polymer, and that polymer was natural rubber. So yesterday we studied preparation of natural rubber, then properties of natural rubber. So in today's video we are going to study the next important article as concerned to the examination point of view, that is vulcanization of rubber. So let's study vulcanization of rubber. So to improve the properties of natural rubber, to improve the properties, so to improve the properties of natural rubber, so the process of vulcanization is carried out. Why the process of vulcanization is carried out? To improve the properties of natural rubber. So this process, it was discovered in 1839 by scientist Goodyear. So vulcanization of rubber, it is defined as the process by which a network of crosslinks is introduced into an elastomers, that means rubber. So vulcanization of rubber is defined as the process by which network of crosslinks is introduced in the natural rubber or in the elastomers. That means in the elastomers or rubber, network of crosslinks are introduced. So this process is called as vulcanization of rubber. So sulfur vulcanization is most frequently used method. Sulfur vulcanization is most frequently used process, and here sulfur vulcanization, it is most frequently used method or process, and here the sulfur, it forms cross links. Sulfur forms cross links between polymeric chain. So here sulfur, it forms cross link between polymeric chain, or that polymeric chain, it is the polyisoprene, because the monomer utilized during the formation of natural rubber, it is the isoprene. Listen once again. Sulfur vulcanization, it is most frequently used process, and in this method what happens? Sulfur, it forms cross links between the polymeric chain, or that polymeric chain, it is the polyisoprene. So in this way sulfur vulcanization, it takes place. So due to this sulfur vulcanization or vulcanization of rubber, properties like tensile strength, then elasticity, then toughness are introduced into the natural rubber. So properties like tensile strength, then elasticity, then toughness or stiffness, they enhances in the natural rubber. So it enhances the properties like tensile strength, elasticity, toughness or stiffness. So that's why the process of vulcanization of rubber is carried out. So here we finished the first article, that is the vulcanization of rubber. Then we are going to study the next important polymer, and that polymer is polythene. So let's study polythene. So it is most commonly used thermoplastic. It is most commonly used. We are using in the daily life this polythene. That's why I am saying that it is most commonly used thermoplastic. So the type of polymer is thermoplastic. So it has structure. CH2, here CH2, and these are the N numbers. That means N may be 1000, 10,000, etc. So IUPAC name of polyethylene is polythene. So polythene, it is the IUPAC name. It is the IUPAC name of polyethylene. So IUPAC name of polyethylene is polythene. So this polythene, it is of two kinds, or it is of two types. Polythene is of two types. First one, it is the low density polythene. In short, it is called as LDP. And second one is high density polythene. In short, it is called as HDP. So these two are low density polythene and high density polythene. These are the two kinds of polythene. So let's study one by one. So first is low density polythene, or it is also called as polyethylene. Low density polythene. So let's study the preparation method of low density polyethylene. So it is obtained, low density polyethylene, it is obtained by polymerization of ethylene under high pressure, that is 1000 to 2000 atmospheric pressure, and high temperature, that is 350 to 570 Kelvin, in presence of traces of oxygen or peroxide as an initiator. Then formation of low density polyethylene takes place. Low density polymer, low density polyethylene, it can be obtained by polymerization of ethylene. So ethylene, it is the monomer, and polymerization of this monomer, that is ethylene, it is carried out at high pressure 1000 to 2000 atmosphere and at high temperature 350 to 570 Kelvin. And reaction is carried out in presence of traces amount of oxygen or peroxide as a initiator. Remember that here traces of oxygen or peroxide, these are the initiators in the reaction. So let's represent the reaction. CH2 double bond CH2, it is the starting material, it is the monomer. So this monomer, it is heated at 1000 to 2000 atmospheric pressure and at temperature 300 to 573 Kelvin in presence of traces amount of oxygen or peroxide. Then formation of low density polyethylene takes place. So this low density polyethylene that is LDP. So low density polyethylene, it is the branched polymer. So low density polyethylene, it is the branched polymer because growing chain, it abstracts hydrogen from middle of the chain and branching is formed. Remember that it is the branched chain polymer, or it is the branched polymer. Why it is the branched polymer? Because during polymerization process, growing chain, it abstracts hydrogen from the middle of the chain. That's why branch is formed. So as a result, chains are loosely held and polymer also having the low density. So it is the branched polymer. And it having the low density. So after studying properties of LDP. So properties of LDP. Now we are going to study the next, that is the properties of low density polyethylene. After studying the preparation method, now we are going to study the next, that is the properties of LDP or low density polyethylene. So LDP films are extremely flexible. LDP films, they are extremely flexible. LDP films are extremely flexible. So LDP films are extremely flexible, but they are tough. LDP films are extremely flexible, though it is flexible, but they are very tough. This is the first property. Then chemically, the LDP are inert one. They does not react with another substances easily. That's why chemically LDP are the inert. Then the next property is LDP, it is the moisture resistant, or it having the moisture resistant property. So LDP having the moisture resistance property. This is the next property. Then these LDP, they are poor conductors of heat and electricity. Then when we are studying its melting point, then it is find out that LDP having the melting point 110 degrees Celsius. It having the melting point 110 degrees Celsius. So these are the different properties of low density polyethylene or polythene. Once again, see the properties of LDP. So LDP films, though they are extremely flexible, but they are tough in nature. Then LDP films or LDP, it does not react with another substance easily. That means LDP, it is the inert in nature. Then LDP, it having the moisture resistant property. Then this LDP, it is also the poor conductor of electricity, and its melting point is found to be 110 degrees Celsius. So these are some physical properties of LDP. After studying the physical properties, now we are going to study the next, that is the uses of LDP. So it is mainly used as packaging bags. It is mainly used as packaging bags. So in the market, for packaging purpose of various articles or various substances, various polymers are used, and these plastic bags are nothing but these are the low density polyethylene. That's why the first use is it is mainly used as a packaging bags. Then it is used, LDP is used in making toys. They are used in making toys for the children. This is the another use of LDP. Then it is used in the preparation of squeeze bottles. Then it is also used for making attractive containers. Then it is also used in the preparation of pipes. It is also used in the preparation of pipes. Which are used for agriculture purposes. Or which are also used for irrigation. Or it is also used for the domestic water, etc. So low density polyethylene, they can be used in the preparation of pipes, and these pipes, they are used in the agriculture field or in the irrigation field or for the domestic water. So here we finished uses of low density polyethylene or polyethylene. Then next kind of polythene is high density polythene, that is HDP. Let's study the next kind of polythene, high density polythene. So high density polythene, it is the linear polymer with high density. It is the linear polymer with high density. So previously we studied about LDP. In the LDP we studied that LDP, it is the branched polymer. That's why it having a low density. So here high density polythene is linear polymer. It is not the branched polymer, it is the linear polymer, and it having the high density. LDP, it is the branched polymer and having low density, while HDP, it is the linear polymer, that's why it having a high density. So this high density, it is due to close packing structure. It is due to the close packing structure. So it can be prepared, this polymer. So high density polythene, it can be prepared by polymerization of ethylene. So ethylene, it is the monomer again in the high density polythene. So it is prepared by polymerization of monomer, that is ethylene, and temperature required, it is 313 Kelvin to 343 Kelvin under 6 to 7 atmospheric pressure using Ziegler-Natta catalyst. Here catalyst it is required, and that catalyst is Ziegler-Natta catalyst. So let's represent the reaction. But before representing the reaction, once again listen carefully about high density polythene. So high density polythene, it is the linear polymer. It is the linear polymer, that's why it having the high density. It having the high density. Why it having the high density? Because it is the linear polymer, or it having a close packing structure. That's why it having the high density. So how it is prepared? So linear density polymer, polythene, it can be prepared by polymerization of monomer, that is ethylene. Polymerization is carried out at 333 Kelvin to 343 Kelvin under the 6 to 7 atmospheric pressure using Ziegler-Natta catalyst. So let's represent the reaction. So here polymerization of ethylene, it is carried out. So here CH2 double bond CH2. So polymerization of here ethylene, it is carried out. Here n number of ethylene it is taken, or here also n number of ethylene was taken in the preparation of LDP. So large number of ethylene molecules, or here also large number of ethylene molecules, they are undergoes polymerization process. Here polymerization is carried out to prepare HDP. Polymerization of ethylene is carried out at temperature 333 Kelvin to 343 Kelvin, and here the pressure required, it is the 6 to 7 atmospheric pressure. 6 to 7 atmospheric pressure, and here catalyst it is required, and that catalyst it is the Ziegler-Natta catalyst. So here in this reaction, this polythene, it undergoes polymerization. After polymerization, it produces a polymer, and that polymer is HDP, that is high density polythene. So this is the preparation method of high density polythene. Then let's study the next article, that is the properties of HDP. So the first property is it has high density. It has high density. So why it has high density? Because it is the linear polymer, or it having a close packing structure, that's why it having the high density. So the first property is it has high density. Then it has high melting point. It has high melting point. Then next property is it has high tensile strength. High tensile strength. The next property is it has hardness. It has hardness, or it is crystalline in nature. It is crystalline in nature. Once again, let's remind the properties. So we are studying the properties of high density polythene. So the first property it has high density. Second property, it has high melting point. It has high melting point. Third property, it has high tensile strength. The next property, it has hardness. And the next property is it is crystalline in nature. So these are the different properties of high density polythene. Then the next article which we are going to study, it is uses of HDP. So HDP is used to make So HDP is used to make toys. So HDP is used to make toys. Then it is used to make household articles. It is used to make household articles like buckets. Then dustbin. Then next one, it is the bottles, etc. So high density polythene, it is used to make toys, used to make household articles like buckets, dustbin, bottles, etc. Then it is also used to prepare laboratory wares. It is used to prepare laboratory wares. Then the next use of this HDP is it is used to prepare high tensile strength and high stiffness radicals or articles. So last use is used to prepare. So it is used to prepare where high tensile strength. It is used to prepare where high tensile strength and stiffness is required. That means articles where high tensile strength and stiffness are required at that time. The polymer used, it is the high density polythene. So last use was used to prepare where high tensile strength and stiffness is required. So here we finish the uses of high density polythene. So in today's lecture, we first of all studied vulcanization of rubber. So why vulcanization of rubber is carried out? So to improve the properties of natural rubber, vulcanization of rubber is carried out. So it was discovered in 1839 by scientist Goodyear. So this vulcanization of rubber, it is defined as process by which a network of cross links is introduced into an elastomer, that is rubber. So this is the definition of vulcanization of rubber. So mostly sulfur vulcanization is carried out, and in this process sulfur forms cross link between polymeric chain or polyisoprene structure. So due to vulcanization of rubber, what happens? It enhances properties like tensile strength, then elasticity, then toughness and stiffness, etc. in the natural rubber. So these properties are modified in the natural rubber. So after studying in detail about vulcanization of rubber, we studied the next important polymer, and that polymer was polythene. So polythene, it is most commonly used thermoplastic. In our daily life, we are using it in various articles or to prepare various articles. That's why it is a commonly used thermoplastic, and it has a structure CH2CH2 n times. So IUPAC name of polyethylene, IUPAC name of polyethylene is polythene. This polythene, it is IUPAC name of polyethylene. So polythene, it is of two kinds, or it is of two types. First one, it is the low density polythene, and second one is the high density polythene. So we studied the first one, that is the low density polythene. So low density polythene, it can be obtained by polymerization of ethylene under high pressure, that is 1000 to 2000 atmosphere, and high temperature 350 to 530 Kelvin in presence of traces amount of oxygen or peroxide. Then polymerization of ethylene takes place and formation of LDP takes place. So these LDP, they are the branched polymers. They are the branched polymers. That's why they are having the low density. After that, we studied the properties of LDP. So LDP films are extremely flexible. Though they are extremely flexible, but they are tough. These LDP are inert in nature. They are having the moisture resistant property or capacity. They are poor conductors of electricity, and they are having the melting point 110 degrees Celsius. Then this LDP, it is used as a packaging bag, or it is used in making toys, or it is used in the preparation of squeeze bottles or attractive containers in our daily life. Then it is used for making pipes, which are used for agriculture purpose, irrigation purpose, or for the domestic water purpose. Then the next polythene was high density polythene. So high density polythene, it is the linear polymer. It is the linear polymer. High density polythene, it is the linear polymer. That's why it having the high density. It having the high density because here there is the closed packing structure. Then this high density polythene, it is prepared by polymerization of ethylene at 313 Kelvin, 33 Kelvin to 343 Kelvin, 43 Kelvin under the 6 to 7 atmospheric pressure using Ziegler-Natta catalyst. So here polymerization of ethylene takes place and formation of HDP takes place. So this low density polythene, it is also prepared by polymerization of ethylene, but here the reaction conditions are different. Polymerization, it is carried out at 1000 to 200 atmospheric pressure. Here polymerization of ethylene is carried out at 6 to 7 atmospheric pressure. Here polymerization of ethylene is carried out at temperature 350 to 570 Kelvin. Here polymerization is carried out at temperature 333 Kelvin to 343 Kelvin. So reaction conditions are different. So these low density polymers, they are branched polymers. They are having the low density polymer, or these polymers are flexible but tough in nature. They are inert. Their melting point is 110 degrees Celsius, etc. And they can be used for packaging bags, in making toys, in making various articles, etc. After that, the next one, it is the high density polythene. So high density polymer ethylene, it can be prepared by polymerization of ethylene. At these conditions, we can prepare high density polythene. Then after that, we studied the properties of high density polythene. It has high density, high melting point, high tensile strength, it having high hardness, or it is the crystalline in nature. After that, we studied its uses. So, in our daily life, it is used in various occasions. So, used to make toys, it is used to make articles like bucket, dustbin, etc. It is used to prepare laboratory wares, and it is used to prepare the articles where high tensile strength and stiffness is required. So, here we finished uses of high density polythene. So, today we are going to stop here. Thank you.